This is OwlUp, where learning happens in minutes, not hours. For a deeper journey, explore all our courses at owlup.co. Now, let's dive in. Welcome back to Chapter 3 of How to Open a Small Business, where we're tackling the age-old question that keeps every new entrepreneur up at night. How much should I actually charge for this thing? Today we're diving into the art of figuring out what makes your business special and how to price it so you can actually pay your bills. Let's get into it. Half your listeners are probably undercharging right now and don't even know it. A freelancer stuck at a starter rate, a tiny SaaS discounting just to close deals, a consultant afraid to raise fees. This episode is about the quiet tax you pay when your price is wrong. That quiet tax shows up in hard numbers. Charge 20% less than you should on a $2,000 offer, close 5 clients a month, and you've quietly burned $2,000 every 30 days, $24,000 a year for the same work. Do that for 3 years and you've effectively worked several months for free. And it's not just solo operators. A small agency with $500K in annual revenue that's underpriced by 15% is leaving $75K on the table, often the difference between surviving and having cash to hire, market, or simply breathe. This episode is about escaping that trap by learning to charge what your work is truly worth, without feeling like a fraud or scaring away good customers. We'll break pricing down into 3 concrete pieces: your real costs, the value in your customer's head, and the competitive anchors around you. Then we'll turn those into numbers you can actually put on an invoice and defend with a straight face. Now here's the twist most founders miss. The right price is rarely a single number. It's a range shaped by who you're selling to and how painfully they feel the problem. A $300 per month analytics tool might be expensive for a solo creator, but laughably cheap for a brand spending $50,000 per month on ads. Same product, radically different perceived value. That's why value-based pricing beats simple markups or copying competitors. When done well, it routinely delivers margins 20 to 30% higher. Your job is to locate that upper end of the fair range, then build the courage and evidence to charge it. Here's where we turn that fair range into numbers. Start with a hard floor, the minimum you can charge and stay healthy. List all delivery costs for 1 unit of your offer: your time, tools, contractors, support. If a website project takes 25 hours and your true hourly target is $80, that's $2,000 in labor. Add $150 in software, $100 in subcontractor fees, and $50 in payment processing and admin. Your all-in cost, $2,300. If you want a 30% profit margin, your floor is $2,300 divided by 1 minus 0.30. Approximal $3,285. Round that to something you can say out loud, $3,300. Now you pressure test that against outcomes. Ask, what hard result can a typical client reasonably expect? If your $3,300 site reliably lifts a local clinic's bookings by 5 new patients a month at $200 each, that's $1,000 extra revenue monthly, or $12,000 a year. Suddenly, a one-time $3,300 feels different. It's 3.6 times first-year ROI. That tells you your ceiling could be higher, especially for clients with larger patient value. This is how companies like Apple and Starbucks get away with margins most small businesses only dream of. Apple isn't charging for aluminum and silicon. It's charging for status, ecosystem lock-in, and lower switching headache. That's how they sustain 43% gross margins. Starbucks nudges prices 5% and still grows revenue 12% because the 25 cents more is tiny relative to the daily ritual and convenience people buy. Next, layer in segmentation. The same offer can sit at different points in the range for different groups. Early stage startup, $2,500 implementation plus $300 per month. Mid-market team, $6,000 implementation plus $900 per month. Enterprise, $18,000 implementation plus $2,500 per month. Airbnb's smart pricing does this automatically across nights. You can do it across customer types and use cases. Finally, decide when to walk away. If your floor is $3,300 and a prospect's max is $2,000, don't make it up on volume. 10 such projects is $13,000 of profit you've deleted. Protect your floor and reserve discounts for strategic bets you can quantify, like a reference logo or case study worth, say, $10,000 in future business. A practical way to stress test your numbers is to reverse them from the customer's side. Say you help B2B newsletters improve ad revenue. You charge $4,500 for a project. A client currently makes $20,000 per month from ads. If your typical engagement lifts that by 15%, that's plus $3,000 per month. The break-even is 1.5 months. After 12 months, they're up $31,500 on a $4,500 spend. That's a defensible conversation. Switch domain. A cybersecurity firm offers a $12,000 audit plus $1,000 a month. Average client faces a 5% annual chance of a breach, costing $400,000. If the firm can credibly cut that risk in half, the expected annual savings is $10,000. Over 3 years, that's $30,000 in risk reduction for $48,000 in fees. To justify this, they need extras: faster sales cycles because of better compliance, fewer outages, lower insurance premiums. Your job in these examples is to quantify all the upside: revenue, savings, risk, speed, and emotional relief. Then price to a slice, not the whole. Dynamic pricing is about to raise the stakes. AI can already scan behavior, context, and history to nudge prices in real time, offering $97 to one person and $149 to another for the same course. Used well, that can lift profit 10 to 30% without adding features. Used badly, it feels like discrimination and kills trust. Layer in carbon fees, say plus 3 to 5% for low-impact products, and tokenized micro-ownership, and tomorrow's price starts looking like a personalized deal plus a tiny stake in the upside. Next step, turn this into a living system. Review your price at least every 6 to 12 months or every extra 30 to 40% of demand. If your close rate is 70% plus at $2,000, trial $2,400 on 10 deals. Land 6? You've added $2,400 with no extra work. Track 3 metrics monthly: win rate, average deal size, profit per hour, and let those numbers, not fear, dictate your next move. To go deeper, here are 3 next steps. 1. Open a fresh Google Sheet and plug your current offers into Brené Brown-style energy versus resentment columns: time, price, client type, delivery. Then use Jonathan Stark's hourly billing is nuts calculator, jonathanstark.com, to test what happens if you raise each price by 20 to 30% while keeping your hours the same. 2. Block 45 minutes to read the pricing chapters of Blair Enz's Pricing Creativity or watch his free talks on YouTube. Then rewrite one offer as a 3-tier value-based package: good, better, best, and load it into your proposal tool, for example, Better Proposals or PandaDoc, so it's ready for your next lead. 3. Install Loom or use Zoom and record a 5-minute "Why My Prices Are Changing" video using phrasing from the episode scripts, anchoring on outcomes, not hours. Then send it to 3 existing or warm clients to practice saying your new price out loud and get real feedback. This was OwlUp, your daily step forward. To keep learning with structured courses and more insights, go to owlup.co. Until tomorrow.